Nelsonville, please welcome Jake Ewald to the Creekside stage.
Thank you. Hello, how are you? I'm Jake. It's true. I play in the easygoing rock and roll ensemble called Slaughter Beach Dog. It's normally based in Philadelphia, but I recently moved to Columbus with my wife and our baby. So the way is strong. But anyway, I figured since this is a surprise and we're going to be getting to know each other, maybe we could together sing a song that I wrote this morning. It's called Good Morning. So I figure I'll go the first time around. There's only like a couple verses, and you'll kind of get the drift, and then we'll do it together. It goes like this. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, my friend. Let me introduce you to the day we call the present. You can have the present to the end. It's not that hard. I'll do it one more time. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, my friend. Let me introduce you to the day we call the present. You can have the present to the end. Okay, can we try it together? I believe in you. We both just learned it. Here we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah. Good morning, my friend. Let me introduce you to the day we call the present. You can have the present to the end. Guys, that was lovely. Okay, second verse. This one's kind of a different bag, so you gotta pay attention to get it. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, good evening, my friend. Turn tonight, hold her tight, she abides in mystery. You can have the mystery to the end. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, good evening, my friend. Turn tonight, hold her tight, she abides in mystery. You can have the mystery to the end. You want to try that one? I think you can do it. 1, 2, 3. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, good evening, my friend. Turn tonight, hold her tight, she abides in mystery. You can have the mystery to the end. Oh, you can have the mystery to the end. Ooh, you can have that mystery till the end. Thanks for doing that. Thank you. Wow, we've already begun. You guys see any other good music today? Who do you like? Nice. Cool. Oh, friendship. Hello, Dan. Michael Hurley? Hell yeah. I'm a Hurley head. Okay, this is a song that I wrote much more longer ago than this morning. It's called Summer Windows. No, it's this one. You guys know about these? What's up with these? I wish that I could tell you what I'm thinking about. Oh, I wish that I could walk in to your house. No one else around except for you and me. Those summer windows open, breathing deep. I wish that I could tell you that I could use a hand. Oh, I wish that I could write it like Townes Van Zandt. Maybe you could be the bandit, I'll remain the fool. You could lead me up the mountain, I'll be a real good mule. Well, I'm slow in revealing when I'm feeling far away, when I'm swimming in a memory, lie all night awake, just there digging for the feeling, put another down. Oh, I'm paying in the morning, head nailed to the ground. And I wish that I could tell you what I'm thinking about. Oh, I wish that I could walk in to your house. No one else around except for you and me. Those summer windows open, breathing deep. If I'm remembering correctly, it was a long brown pew through the window of the diner. You were playing with your food, and the TV talked to no one. The 10 o'clock news, they were panning over pictures of little boys' shoes. And my heart was sinking down, down to my dirty brown boots. And I pressed my face against the glass, peered around the room at all the broken-hearted people in a great white tomb. And I wish that I could tell you what I'm thinking about. Oh, I wish that I could walk in to your house. No one else around except for you and me. Those summer windows open, breathing deep. Those summer windows open, breathing deep. Thank you. Strange weather in Tokyo. If I saw the light, would I know? She tiptoes to me in her sleeping clothes. A million different people go to work. Strange letters you left to me, burning in my drawer on the Bowery. Letters I cannot bear to read, far away from me as I can be. Sha-la-la, oh my word, how am I still unsure? I don't want to think about you anymore. Two bluebirds in Martha Bar, two shoes on my feet. be a stranger on the street. Great, clever, dirty sheets, West Virginia trees in my teeth. One more cigarette in my tea leaves. You predict the future for a fee. Sha-la-la, oh my word, how am I still unsure? I don't want to think about you anymore. Two bluebirds in Martha Bar, two shoes on my feet. Oh, to be a stranger on the street. Thank you. Do you guys mess around with Lefty Frizzell at all? Cool. This is a Lefty Frizzell song that I really like. It's about Saginaw, Michigan, which can't be that far away. We wouldn't know, I guess. I was born in Saginaw, Michigan. I grew up in a house in Saginaw Bay. My dad was a poor, hard-working Saginaw fisherman. Too many times he came home with too little pay. I loved a girl in Saginaw, Michigan, the daughter of a wealthy man. But he called me that son of a Saginaw fisherman, not good enough to claim his daughter's hand. Now I'm up here in Alaska, looking around for gold. Like a crazy fool, I'm digging in this frozen ground so cold. But with each new day, I pray I'll strike it rich, and then I'll go back home and claim my love in Saginaw, Michigan. I wrote my love in Saginaw, Michigan. I said, honey, I'm coming home, please wait for me. And you can tell your dad I'm coming back a richer man. I hit the biggest strike in Klondike history. Her dad met me in Saginaw, Michigan. He gave me a great big party with champagne. Then he said, son, you wise, young, ambitious man, will you sell your father-in-law your Klondike claim? Now he's up there in Alaska, digging in the cold, cold ground. The greedy fool is looking for the gold I never found. It serves him right, and no one here is missing him, least of all the newlyweds of Saginaw, Michigan. We're the happiest man and wife in Saginaw, Michigan, and he's ashamed to show his face in Saginaw, Michigan. Does anybody want to hear anything in particular? Copy. Ah, a fan. You guys are also fans. Are you even here? You won't leave the table, she won't leave your mind. Gotta get out of Ohio, feeling short on time. Eyeball your inheritance, dead stare at the bar. Put back one more, stumble under the stars. We could fly to Ireland, you know I'm good for the ticket. Try to smirk, but you're smiling. No, I'll stick with it. Annie, I want you to marry me. We'll wait a few years. I don't mean to frighten you, I just want to be clear. Can you whistle? Behind you, wander off to the stairs. $10 for the last game, suck smoke from the air. Man, it cuts like a dull knife when you're young and you're told. It makes sense when you're older. Darling, let's get old. listening? I'd say you look tired. Sing my secret choir. Salt my scrapes and sleep tight. Sing my brave acolyte. Thank you so much for that. That was really beautiful. Smoked 100s when I met her. She tried to quit before she left me. I'm not so sure if that's important. Free association gets me dizzy. They ask what's the reason for your appointment. I try to come up with something vague. She asks if I'm going to the party. I tell her I'm going to the party. It's so hot by noon I just get queasy. It's so hot by 2 I stay inside. I try to put down a cup of coffee. He asks how much I'm drinking and I lie. But doctors are always trying to tell you some torturous way to live your life. It's not like they know everything ever. Hey man, I went to college too. I don't know if I feel the same way about that line now that I'm 31. But all of the kids I met on campus are settled down beside the sea. Some days I wish that I could be that. Sometimes I forget to spit out the seeds. I'll make it through this if it kills me. And when it kills me, I'll come back. Jesus will make me a disciple, or maybe he'll let me be your cat. I wait to be led into temptation as I lay alone across the street. Catherine is smoking pot above me, watching Hellraiser on TV. Tomorrow I'm driving to Chicago. Tonight I am kneeling from the pew, still doing all I can to understand one more erotic nightmare about you. walking down 10th Street. I was going to see my friend. I know he always understands me, even when I'm being evasive. We both move slowly in our own ways. Sometimes I ask him to speed up. Sometimes I just stare out the window when he drives us home from Canada. Now the dogs are awake, and the wind sweeps down my street, and the world feels cold and clean. I was walking down York Street. I was going to see my friend. I know when the world gets too noisy, she covers up my ears. When I'm awake in the early morning, still spinning from last night, she brings me down, down, down to the ground, where I stand frozen in her searchlight. Now the dogs are awake, and the wind sweeps down my street, and the world feels cold and clean. Thanks. The bar, two lovers sit in a yellow light. Long end of the bar, two lovers don't make a sound tonight. Why don't we go to the Bobcat Club? Why don't we go tonight? He got a Mexican beer. She reads the gambling sign. He got a Mexican beer, beer, beer. She got Australian wine. Why don't we go to the Bobcat Club? Why don't we go tonight? They watch the big wheel spinning. They're on the edge of town. They watch the big wheel spinning. nobody else around. Why don't we go to the Bobcat Club? Why don't we go today? They say, why don't we go to the Bobcat Club? Hey babe, lead the way. Long end of the bar, two lovers set in a yellow light. Long end of the bar, two lovers don't make a sound tonight. They don't make a sound tonight. They don't make a sound tonight. Making our last record, or like for 2 years before it, I kind of set myself on this mission that I was going to listen to all the music that was on the radio when my favorite songwriters were like 8. Because I figured if it was going in their brains and then they made the stuff later when they didn't even know it was in there, there had to be something going on there. So I ended up listening to a lot of Elvis Presley and a lot of the Everly Brothers and Little Richard. And I learned a lot. And there's this one Everly Brothers record called Songs Our Daddy Taught Us. And it's the two of them on the front with these like polo shirts with the collars up and their like hair's all coiffed back. But it was really badass because they put out their first record that was very, pop rock and roll, and they got very famous very fast. And then they immediately turned around and made this very folky record of literally songs their father had taught them that they grew up on, just old traditionals, old folk songs. And ever since I found it when I was digging around a few years ago, I just put it on like every week without fail, probably a couple times a week. It brings me a lot of something that I definitely can't put words on. But this is the first song on it that is a traditional, and it's got some extra special magic. It's called Roving Gambler. I am a roving gambler. I've gambled down in town. Wherever I meet with a deck of cards, I lay my money down. I lay my money down, lay my money down. I had not been in Washington many more weeks than 3 till I fell in love with a pretty little girl. She fell in love with me. She fell in love with me, fell in love with me. She took me in her parlor. She cooled me with a fan. She whispered low in her mama's ear, I love that gambling man. I love that gambling man. Love that gambling man. Daughter, oh dear daughter, how can you treat me so? To leave your dear old mother and with the gambler go. With the gambler go. With the gambler go. I've gambled down in Washington, I've gambled down in Spain. I'm going down in Georgia to gamble my last game. To gamble my last game. Gamble my last game. Mother, oh dear mother, you know I love you well, but the love I have for the gambling man, no human tongue can tell. No human tongue can tell. No human tongue can tell. I hear that train a-comin', comin' round the curve, a whistling and a blowing, straining every nerve, straining every nerve, straining every nerve. Mother, oh dear mother, I'll tell you if I can. If you ever see me coming back, I'll be with that gambling man. With that gambling man. With that gambling man. I am a roving gambler. I've gambled down in town. Wherever I meet with a deck of cards, I lay my money down. I lay my money down. Lay my money down. Thank you so much. I've been Jake. My band's called Slaughter Beach Dog. I really appreciate you sitting here and watching me. Thank you so much to Nelsonville for calling me. Have a great rest of your day and see some great music. Thank you all so much. Appreciate it.